Yes, hello, I'm Doc Bry. Doktor na nagbabawas or nagtatanggal ng maintenance. Yes. Okay. And hopefully, no, dito sa convention ito, sa KetoCon Philippines, no, ma-challenge ang inyong knowledge. Hindi lang dun maging stagnant, ito lang yung alam ko, dito lang tayo. No. You need to relearn, no? Mag-aral, additional, katulad sa mga lecture ko, additional knowledge. So challenge your knowledge. Okay? Okay, the purpose of this talk is for safety and benefits of low carb to those who have chronic kidney disease. Okay? This content is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your trusted doctor if you have health condition before undergoing this lifestyle. Okay, the kidney problem today. The global population affects 10%. Okay? Out of 1 person out of 10 merong CKD. 1 person out of 14 merong diabetes. 1 person out of 4 merong hypertension. And sa mga obese naman, pag adult obese, 1 out of 4 person. Pag sinama natin ang mga children, 1 out of 3. Hindi siya pababa. So, pataas siya. So, top causes of this chronic kidney disease is hypertension, diabetes, and also obesity. So, all of these patient or most of this patient progress into dialysis. Ito yung kinakatakutan. Maraming takot na takot sa dialysis. Pero if may mga cases na kailangan ng dialysis. So, it's not an end, no? Sa life. No. Kung kailangan yung dialysis, it's also a treatment. But, kung kaya natin na delay the progress of CKD or no, ma-reverse, much better. Okay? So, always na-advise ng mga traditional health practitioner is high carb, no, low protein, low salt. Okay? So why low carb matters to us? CKD is often a metabolic disease, hyperinsulinemia, and high sugar damage the kidney. Okay? Low carb lowers your insulin and also the blood sugar and also your blood pressure. It also treats the root cause. So hindi siya yung symptoms lang, no? Every time you go to your health practitioner, no, yung mga doctors, reseta. Okay? You need to talk to your doctors. Ask question. Hindi pwede yung ano lang. Kailangan malaman nyo ano yung sakit para may idea kayo how to reverse the root cause. Hindi yung nakaano na lang kayo sa symptoms. Matanggal yung symptoms natin, ay, okay na. Minom ng pills, natanggal yung symptoms, okay na. No. You need to find the root cause. Okay. This picture, no, i-explain niya paano na-damage ang inyong kidney and your blood vessels, o yung mga vascular vessels natin. And this is from a lecture of a nephrologist, Dr. Gupta. He's also a low-carb advocate then. Okay? So, if you have excess carbohydrates, kanina yung 300 to 350 grams per day kadalasan, or more, lalo na pagka nagka-carbo loading. Or kung mahilig kayo sa pasta, mahilig kayo sa rice, yan. So, if you have excess of carbohydrates, yan, nagkakaroon ng mga metabolic syndrome. So, obesity, diabetes, yan. So, in turn, it activates the sympathetic nervous system. And also activate the RAAS. So, renin-angiotensin-aldosterone syndrome system, which is ito yung nagre-regulate ng blood pressure natin. Okay? So, in turns, nagkakaroon ng, together with the kidney compression, when you are overweight or obese, pwede magkaroon ng compression of your kidney, which in turns, nagkakaroon ng increased absorption. So, nagkakaroon ng sodium absorption ng salt, renal sodium absorption, or decrease ang clearance ng salt sa urine, which is damage your kidney and elevate your blood pressure. Yung high BP natin, yan ang hallmark ng kidney disease. So if root cause, ma-address natin ang blood pressure, ma-normalize natin ang BP, damage will be minimized or, syempre, mawawala ang damage sa kidney. Because, ang nangyayari nagkakaroon ng hyperfiltration ng glomerulus. So, paano yun? May mga nephron tayo dito sa kidneys, millions. Pagka na-damage ang isa, so yung workload nung na-damage or namatay na nephron, ililipat niya sa ibang nephron. So nagkakaroon ng tinatawag na overload ng work. Parang sa opisina, nag-absent ang kasama mo. Or sa mga employee, sa hospital, biglang nag-absent yung isang nurse. Yung workload ng pumasok na nurse, yung nandun, mas dumadami. So mas napapagod sila at mas mabilis din silang nadadamage. So yan yung nangyayari. And then, if you are also obese, you have plenty of fat cells, it increases your adipokines. So, nag-produce yan ng mga hormones like interleukin, mga inflammatory, natin yan. Then, decrease the adiponectin, which in turns cause insulin resistant. Itong insulin resistant, patatasin din niya ang blood pressure and also damage your kidney. And in turn, magtataka rin kayo, when you have CKD na, nung dati wala kayong hypertension, biglang tumataas ulit. Tumataas ang BP natin. Kakaroon ng hypertension. It's because of the damage sa kidney and sa vascular damage ng ginawa. Which in turns, eto na yung nagpro-progress ang damage sa kidney, in turns nadadialysis. So if we can correct the obesity, the diabetes, the hypertension, we can reverse or stop the progress of the damage sa kidney natin. So may mga mites. Let us address the mites. Yung sa inisip natin, protein damage kidneys. Yan yung alam natin. But moderate protein is very safe. Kahit na may kidney problem tayo, nagdadialysis, lalo na sa mga nagdadialysis, we need protein. Essential siya. Okay? Next. Oh, kanina pa sinasabi, low carb is a fad diet. There are many randomized controlled studies, no? And may guidelines din sa ginagawa nating low carb or keto diet. Okay? Low carb raises uric acid dangerously. Well, it's usually transient and it's manageable. Tandaan natin, uric acid is majority produced by our body. 2/3. 1/3 lang yung sa mga kinakain natin. So, saan lumalabas ang uric acid? Sa kidney, iniihi lang niya. So, you need to drink water. Ang mga Pinoy, hindi yata mahilig uminom ng water. Masyadong busy sa umaga, nakalimutan ng uminom. Pagdating sa gabi, doon hinahabol yung tubig or wala na, hindi na umiinom. Pero mas gusto uminom ng kape, ng tsaka. Okay? Focus more on water and electrolytes. Yeah, I know, masarap ang coffee, tea, cocoa, but please, huwag yung pababayaan ng inyong water and electrolytes. Okay. If the low carb diet addresses the obesity and addresses diabetes, no? Because yung obesity, diabetes, hypertension can lead, no, to kidney disease. And also there's this thing na pwede rin solo marker ang obesity papunta rin sa kidney disease. Okay? So if the low carb diet can address that, the obesity and diabetes, no question if does it address the chronic kidney disease? So maraming worry dito. Because if you take high protein intake, no, ang question dyan, does it increase the hyperfiltration sa kidney natin? Or mas dumadami ang mga stones, kaya nagkakaroon CKD and kidney stones. Yan ang worried nila. Okay? So, question, is low carb or keto diet safe to those who have chronic kidney disease? There are many studies, and I choose this, a very low carb, safety of a very low carb diet in patient with diabetic kidney disease. It's a randomized controlled trial. Ang conclusion nito, it is safe when you do the very low carb diet. Improve glycemic control. Meron pa nga ako natatanggalan ng insulin, natanggalan ng oral medication. Reduce weight, yes, maraming naka-experience na neto. And reduce the inflammation, interleukin 6. Of course, pati yung renal outcomes. Mag-improve ang EGFR, lower your creatinine. Much better, no? If you think you have kidney problem, madalas na pagkamatas lang ang CREA, Dok, may kidney disease na ba ako? Maraming parameters po ang titingnan natin before we address. And usually, 3 months na tumataas ang CREA. I-observe po yan. Hindi yung isang lang, mataas sa creatinine, nag-iisip na kayo damage or may chronic kidney disease. Marami din takot sa protein sa ihi. Right? Tukod-tuk, may protein ang ihi ko. May CKD na ba ako? Number 1 na titingnan ninyo, is there an inflammation? May infection ba? If there's an infection, it also have protein in your urine. Number 2, if you are dehydrated. So pag dehydrated kayo, it also have protein in your urine. Last na natin titingnan nyo kung may damage ng kidney. Usually nga, 3 months ino-observe yung mga laboratories. Okay? So, wag na natin hintayin na mag-worsen ang inyong katawan. If you feel something, consult your physician. Address the protein in your urine, hanapin ang root cause, and mag-improve ang health natin.